What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Any Day Now podcast. I'm your host, Byron Manuel, writer, producer, director, creator of content, artist, all the things. I'm joined here once again with my boy.
Co-host Rich Morrow, aka Rich TV. I'm gonna clap my hands every time I do that because that's the slate. I'm the actor, producer, visionary, co-pilot. Really just out here keeping the pulse, dog.
What we like to do on this podcast is talk about what the industry won't tell you. So thank you for tuning in. We are also joined here today with our lovely guest,
the GOAT, Cassandra Lee Diaz.
Actress, writer, producer, director, editor, creator of content, music artist,
fellow visionary,
superstar,
model,
the lead of Swoon,
comedian,
fashionista, yeah, Latin, black,
megastar,
white, whatever role you need her to play.
GOAT.
All of the teams.
And that's our episode for today.
Bye.
Peace out, y'all. Out this bitch.
Can you imagine just coming in and say that? And
just walk out. You're going to be at that point one day where you're like, I only got 30 seconds, y'all. Y'all going to have to
go ahead, y'all better
wrap this shit up.
ask away.
So I have 2 questions for you real quick. I'm not answering those. She dips
Look,
out.
must be nice. 200 racks just for the walkthrough.
It's like you trying to give her a hug. It's a hologram. What the fuck? You
Never
even show up
here.
for this shit? Sorry, I'm shooting with Steven
That's
Spielberg.
2046.
The fuck?
That's hilarious. That's funny. I mean, you're lucky it wasn't a FaceTime. Or something.
The AI
That ain't even
version.
gonna be around no more.
Man, so thank you for being on the pod. We've known each other for a while. You've always been phenomenal. So thank you for pulling up.
Of course.
We're just gonna jump into some questions real quick. So
Yeah,
you
I hope
are
you're ready for this, Cass.
I'm ready, yo.
We want
I'm
the
ready.
real Cass too.
You got questions, I got answers.
Yeah,
Okay, then.
you are an actress and a music artist.
That I am.
First question, if you could only pick one, which one would you pick?
Oh. Ugh,
Why you do that too?
Out
yeah,
the
that's
gate.
horrible.
I felt that in my
Out
stomach.
the gate.
That's
What
horrible.
we doing? What you picking?
One?
Yeah.
If I could only pick one?
Your
Yeah.
arm or your leg? Come on.
I'd act as a music artist.
That was what I was thinking.
That's smart.
Because if you're an actress,
You can do
you could
anything.
still be
The music
Yeah, you can
artist.
get a role playing a music artist.
Right.
You know, cut a demo.
100%.
Yeah, you can
That's-
still. You can still.
That's
do
what's
that.
happening.
That's how you know she really love them both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you gotta find a
5
way to
minutes
make
in.
this shit work.
Damn, we have to jump cut it.
Right.
Shit.
Shit, you ain't gonna catch me on that one, man. I'm like, I got this.
That was good.
So I mean, I want to get into a little bit of your backstory before we kick off any more questions. But how did you get into entertainment? You don't have to go super back.
I'm gonna
But
go
I'm just
from the day I
wondering,
was
like,
born.
what was that
Born
entry
for this
point
shit.
for you? Like, when did you really get into it? When did you commit to it? Like, what was that? What was that like for
It
you?
was the only thing I ever wanted.
Wow.
Only thing I ever wanted since I was a little girl. And I think the thing that sparked it was watching the Selena movie. I was about like
Ooh.
4. Yeah, it's
That's
about
up on the wall.
I know. I saw.
Yeah.
I
You know
know.
what I'm saying?
That's perfectly right behind me.
Yeah.
So I was what
97.
like 6, 5.
Ooh. Cold movie.
Yeah, I was
too.
5 years old.
Man.
And there was a gift, and I don't know why they gifted me this. It was I remember like my family sat me down. It was like my grandparents, my dad. I just have this view of all of these adults like goo-goo-eyed at me, and they gave me this gift. So I don't know if I showed signs of that, you know,
I'm
before
sure the
that,
signs were
before the
there.
moment, because it
I'm
was
sure.
like, and I didn't know what was so exciting about it because
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
When I turned that movie on,
Bidi-bidi-bum-bum.
everything.
Transformed.
Yeah.
Everything. And I would rewind, you know, the VHSs, rewind the hoe and watch the whole
Yeah.
thing over again. Cry every time. It was my favorite movie. And that's when I knew, like, for sure, maybe I didn't understand it, but that's what made me go, like, that's what I want. You know,
Yeah.
like that's put the name to it. And my parents were very aware. It was only singing at first.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be an actor. I just wanted to sing.
You want to be Selena for real.
I
You're
wanted
like,
to
I want to be
sing.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, like
That's
all
what
I wanted
wanna-
to do was sing at first, and begged them to put me in school. No one ever did.
Mm.
And then I was also in martial arts, and we would perform like at Six Flags or at parades, and I just enjoyed the impact that
Got a
of
little
the
bit of that bug
performance,
right
yeah,
there.
the impact of the performance, and then being in school, I was like in every like play, sing whatever I won, best dancer, best actor. I sang, you know, for a little bit in school, and when I got out of high school and became my own adult, is when I said, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop me now. I don't have to be on anyone's schedule, on anyone's time, anyone's agenda. It's in my hands.
So you leave New Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you were born and raised?
Yep, born and raised in Jersey.
Born and raised in Jersey. You leave Jersey, you come to LA?
I come to LA in 2016, so a few years after high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about like 25.
And when you
Before.
decided to come out, you were like, I'm going out there for this. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
This is where I gotta be.
So before I moved, I had spent time hitting the pavement in New York, finding a manager, you know, or an agent, something. And I found one, and she would host these workshops every week, and I would go every week. And then she found me an agent in LA. And to me, that was just a sign I needed to move.
Yeah.
It was crazy because I had never visited. And don't recommend that for anyone.
I did it the same
That's
way
what I
though.
was saying. They Rich did.
Yeah, I did. I had never been here.
Yeah,
I was like, this is it, I guess.
This is it. Went through unnecessary struggles or necessary. I love my journey. And yeah, I just came out here and said, fuck it, I'm gonna figure it out.
And then when did work pick up for you? Like what was that work? Because I know you've got sketch background, some acting, some of this. Like where did it all start for you out here?
I had a pretty good agency at the time. So I was going in. I was going in for some big things. I wasn't ready. And so I wasn't booking. I would get some callbacks. I had a lot of imposter syndrome. So anytime I got really close, I psyched myself out. And I wasn't comfortable in my own skin yet.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a wheel, you know? It was just like, when is it gonna, what do I do now? I keep auditioning, nothing was hitting perfectly. And then I met Big Ja. And we did a video together, and immediately it went viral. And he was only at like 60,000 followers at that time, maybe less. Yeah. He was like, he was just getting
early Ja.
Yeah, early Ja.
You talk about timing.
Our first two videos, the first one went viral, and then the second one was Lesbian Homie.
Ooh,
Damn,
the second one was Lesbian
crazy.
Homie?
Second ever?
Second one ever.
Man, go check out
That's
Lesbian Homie on
wild.
Tubi right now.
Exactly. And so then there was just like a increase just happening,
sure.
you know, like the followers started growing. And Ken Edwin, love that man so much, had a phone call with me and was just like, what are you doing? Like, stop being in everyone's videos. Make your own. Like, you have fans. And I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, yo, like, they love you.
Yeah.
Put up a camera and start doing it yourself. And I was just like, that was never the dream, right? To me, it was just like, somebody was going to be like, you have it.
Let me put you in my
That's how
Oscar-worthy movie.
Yeah, that's how I thought it was going to happen.
We all did.
Wait a minute. You're saying that's not how it's going to
That's
work?
not how it's supposed to be.
How I feel every day. Still.
Still feel like that.
Didn't happen, wasn't happening. So I was like, in the meantime, I'll just do these videos for these guys, you know? And like, it was fun. But then when he told me like, I could control this. Like I could be, you know, owning
Captain
this.
of the ship.
Yeah. And like capitalizing on it. Then that's when it shifted for me. And then I started to work it as like a business. And then I started to kind of forget about the industry. And I was just like, I'm gonna just focus on this. And that started to grow for me and became what it became. And then at a certain point, I said, wait, I don't want to lose what I came here for, which is still to make the movies and stuff. You know, you can get stuck in that world.
Yeah.
Which
talk to me a little bit about that, because I feel like I've been, maybe even Rich too. I don't want to speak for you, Rich, but I know for me, I was in a space when we were creating online that I didn't look to create online. I just sort of fell into it.
Right.
And then it started monetizing. And then that hamster wheel of that rat race and chasing that algorithm. And you look up and a couple of years have gone by and I realized I'm not making the actual movies or the things like cinematically that I wanted to make. What was that process for you? Like content creating, but also wanting to break through?
It was like a love-hate relationship. You know, at first it was like, whoa, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I could potentially not have a job
and
do what I love, right? But there's like there's like a formula to that doesn't necessarily get all of my creative juices out.
Mm,
You know, like there's a way you have to do
for
skits.
sure.
There's like a formula, you know,
Mhm.
and that formula works best to go viral or to do these things. And then I realized I wasn't fully expressing my whole creativity, which is, you know,
Mm,
acting and music. And at a certain point, it became bittersweet because it was like this got me to stop working, but now this has become my job, and I'm still not fully expressing my creative outlet in the
mhm,
way that I felt like I was created to.
mhm.
So then you're at a crossroads. And so some people can say, well, just keep doing that
For
and that
sure.
can bridge
To where you
you where
want.
to go. But um, that just wasn't on my heart. Like, I don't know if I just really believe in like my discernment, you know, and my
Trust
relationship
in
with
that.
God and trusting in that.
Mhm,
And like, if I don't feel necessarily fully aligned in something, I start to kind of like look elsewhere for where I feel like God is calling me.
mhm.
And yeah, I don't know, it just got hard to maneuver and navigate.
Yeah.
I don't
We
really know how
came
to
to a
explain it.
revelation on one of the prior episodes about the starving artist and how normalized that really has become. It's like this pit where you feel like when you're not able to do what it is, you really feel like you want to, creativity wise, as
Yeah,
an artist. You feel like you're starving.
for sure.
And even if you're doing a lot of other things that may be creative, comes a point where I feel like if you're a visionary and you really got big dreams, like big dreams that scare you, like I feel like if they don't scare you, they ain't big enough.
Right.
But if they scare you, that's gonna always be sitting in your stomach until you do something about it. And I know there's people that live with that their whole lives.
Yeah,
So the fact that regardless of how long it takes, I got mad respect for anybody that gets over that starvation and actually feeds themselves.
for sure, man. I mean, like it's the hardest thing to do is to figure out how to survive and create. That's
Yeah.
the hardest thing to do.
Virus
Yeah.
said it's the worst drug to be addicted
It
That's the
to.
worst
is.
drug
It
to
is.
be
I
addicted
think
to.
I had a moment where I was like driving on like the 101 or something, and I was just like crying and yelling to God, and I was just like, "Why did you make me like this?"
Yeah. I want this so
I
bad.
don't want to do
I
it.
literally remember being like, "Why did you make me like this? Like, I could
Yeah.
have just stayed in Jersey, could have stayed doing the
Yeah.
family
Could have
business,
been
and
rich
like,
doing something
you
else.
know, just like I would have been great at real estate. You know what
That
I
That's
mean?
what I be
Like,
thinking in my mind all the time about
like
people that's actors. Like we all could be crushing it in real estate.
you know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like,
Crushing
why
it.
am I
That
here?
becomes the hard part for me too, is like considering other career paths. That
Yeah.
it's tough when you watch, well, for one, when you watch the scammer homies just killing it, not doing a real job. Or you watch somebody who is just successful on their own right, who did like maybe they went to college 4 years, graduated at 22, got the
Use
job
their
at
actual
23,
resources to
used the
go get it.
degree, they got
Yeah,
promoted by 27, and by 30 they're on fucking vacation every
for
weekend. You're
sure.
like,
Yeah.
where are you getting
How?
the money
For
from?
one, you know. But I just realized that like I'm like something's gotta shift and move, you know.
Yeah.
Music started calling me back. So then there was that happening. And I started to kind of like put some energy there simultaneously. But I really understood what the end goal was and where I was, I don't think was fully allowing the way there. It
Mhm.
Mhm.
prepared me though.
Mm.
It made me have the gifts and the mindset and the skill set that I need to be where I want to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But something had to shift, and I think we started to shift together
Yeah.
first. Is kind
Mhm.
of what happened. I was
We
like,
hit a little wall in creating some content and was like,
Mhm.
damn, should we keep doing this? Like,
yeah.
should we be doing something else?
I was like, I want to just kind of elevate already.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to take it to the next level. How can we get there?
No, for sure.
Real
What do you
talk.
think, like, on your journey so far is working? And what do you think? I don't know if we got to get into the what's not working, but I'm
Mhm.
kind of curious to know like what hasn't been working, but more so like what do you think's working for you right now?
You know, I had this.
She like this.
I had this thought the other day where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
It's just like,
It's a fact.
and then I realized nobody does.
Nobody
Nobody
knew.
knows what they're doing.
Everybody's
Nah.
winging it.
Everybody's
Yeah.
waiting.
So when you're asking me what's working, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You'll know
I
when you
really
know.
don't know. I have no idea. The
Yeah.
only thing I can say is that God,
Yeah, God
the
is working.
universe,
God is working something.
something, it always puts energy in whatever you're putting energy towards.
Mhm.
Like, just take action. I don't know what those actions are. I don't know. It's different for everyone.
Absolutely.
Just keep doing something towards the thing that you want. And if you keep doing something every day, you'll get somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
It will somehow meet you. It will. It will.
Yeah. God will meet you halfway.
Halfway, something. You know what I mean? It's like it's just got to be something towards
God
that.
be meeting me the whole way.
Every day.
Damn, I wasn't
He's
even
like, oh,
going
I
that
didn't even know
way.
you was always gonna go all the
Bro.
I've
way.
been going the wrong way, bro.
I'm like, you just can't let a day go by without not taking action towards it.
Yeah.
You're
Even
right.
if it's just one thing.
Yeah.
One little thing every day towards what you want, something will naturally happen. I guess that's the only thing that's
Some
right.
I
people
love
be
that.
wanting like this like golden response to being able to be successful. And it's like
Yeah.
everybody tries to shortcut the fact that it actually takes you doing something
Doing
every
something.
day. Like, I don't care how you slice this.
One
It
thing.
always come down to the work. Because what are you asking for? If you got it, if you instantly were the star that you dream to be, you know how busy you're going to be from that day forward? Like, I don't think a lot of people even think about that.
Right.
Like, you're asking to be able to have an opportunity to work literally as much or as little as you possibly can.
Every day.
But you're
Right.
gonna be busy,
Yeah.
regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But it starts now. You see
It
what I'm
starts
saying?
now.
Because it's like
You
the
don't get there without that.
you got to be busy now.
Come
You know what I mean?
on.
You got to do so that you can have. A lot of
Yeah.
people think they need to have
Yeah.
to do the thing,
And
to
then
be the person.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out of order.
Be
No,
it now.
It starts with the do. No, I think that's a fact. Like you have to, and it's cliche, but you have to be it for other people to respond to you as it, and for you
Mhm.
to put that energy out there.
That's
Like
real.
even when I was first calling myself a writer, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about imposter syndrome, because even when I was considering myself a writer, I was like not calling myself that, or directing. Like I hadn't even really called myself a director until we did Swoon.
Wow.
And even prior to that, with all the things that I had done, me and JC actually, when we were shooting Clue stuff, he heard me say I wasn't a director, and he's like, "What do you mean you're not a director? You are a director." I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm not really a
Like,
director."
that's how I
though."
introduced you to people I know.
Yeah,
What are you
he's like,
talking
"You're
about? Is
directing
Byron a director?
the stuff right now." I'm like, "But I'm not really like directing." He's like, "Bro, you're a director," and he just walked off. Like, shut the fuck up.
You're
That's
like, oh
totally
shit, I'm a
Yeah,
director.
I'm like,
That's so
well, whatever then.
Yeah.
You know, so, but yeah, I mentioned it briefly, that imposter syndrome. Is that something that you've dealt with or had to experience, or like, do you feel like you're past that? Where do you feel like you're at with that?
I think that's something that never goes away for anyone.
Mhm.
I can't speak for everyone in the world, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's something you have to learn how to talk to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You got to talk.
Gotta
to
live with it a
relationship
little
with
Yeah,
it.
you got to be
Yeah.
like, you can't let it govern you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that we're human, so you're just gonna have these thoughts naturally,
Mhm.
and you just got to talk to them.
Like
Yeah.
in the Spider-Man movie, the Green Goblin, you got that
Yeah,
other
no,
voice
for
in
real.
there.
That's really what it
You
is.
are
It's
not an
really
actor. You are not a creator.
Bro, I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
I am.
It's a little devil on your shoulder
Man,
and
I'll
a little
tell you,
angel on the other side.
The cool thing though is that conversation gets easier
Yeah.
Yeah.
based off of the track record that you
Absolutely.
have, right? And the things that you continue to keep doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story. I don't think I've ever shared this story with anyone out there in the world.
Yeah.
Probably to just
And
the
you've been
homies.
Perfect place to
sharing
do
a
it.
lot online, so okay, we got an
Right.
exclusive.
This is a perfect place to do it. Let's get the
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
So what are you about to
So shut up. So I am. I get booked for the pilot for Hulu, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I don't even know who my cast is, and we have a table read through Zoom, and that's when I see who everyone is, and one of them is Tisha Campbell, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
oh,
my
you was about to lose it.
Damn.
You're like, I'm already booked?
what? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hungover because we
Yeah.
celebrated the night before.
Mhm.
You always
We-
celebrating the night before some big shit.
Come on,
Cass.
you gotta
We gotta,
turn
we gotta
up.
postpone your celebration.
Listen,
a little longer.
celebrate
She's
the
a real
wins.
Can't
superstar.
wait 2
Look,
days.
celebrate the wins every chance you can because tomorrow's not promised.
You right though. That's real.
So
This
So
miss living in the moment right
She
here.
just living in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
just
not-
I'm
got
gonna
the
do the work in
congratulations.
the moment too.
hey, look, I'm not like that too much anymore.
I'm matured.
yeah. I don't drink like that. But
Yeah.
anyway, I did get turned. And so I feel like I fumbled like the table read.
You think?
100%. I felt like I fumbled it.
Mm.
And Tisha looks like she has every line memorized. And I'm like, on a table read on
Superstar.
Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Memorized?
you like, we ain't filming for like
Didn't
3
you just get
months.
the script yesterday?
Yeah,
I'm
what
like,
you doing?
Good
oh,
girl.
I'm slacking.
Yeah.
Pro.
You know what I mean? But
Pro.
so this is how I'm like, I immediately call my mom, like, Mom, I bombed it. Like, I suck. Da, da, da. I'm thinking they're going to fire me the next day. I don't even think I'm leaving. I'm supposed to leave like the next day to Toronto or whatever. They still pick me up. So I'm like,
Of
okay.
course.
I arrived.
What kind of sick joke is this? They're gonna pick me up to fire me?
Yeah, that's literally what
You still don't believe it on the
literally-
airport on the way there.
literally what I'm thinking. I'm in first class, like, this isn't real. You know? This isn't real. They're
They're
gonna
so
fire me.
disappointed.
Yeah. As soon as I get there, the first person I see when I get like on set to do like a screen testing was Tisha in the trailer. And she just goes, "You." And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
Me?
Me?
she's like, you are amazing. And like, she just starts, pouring into me.
That's
and I'm like,
amazing.
I'm amazing. She's like, the moment you opened your mouth and the words came out and I heard your voice on that table read, she was like, who the fuck is this?
Come on now.
And I was like, I thought I sucked. I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I called my mom and said, Mom, I suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was like, no, I even texted the casting director. And she shows me the text message. And it says like, man, you did your thing casting this cast, but specifically the girl who is playing Fee. Who is she? You casted incredibly.
Wow.
Yeah. And the whole time I'm thinking I'm gonna get fired. Like even after that conversation, that did give me a big win. But even after that conversation, I was like, they're gonna realize like I'm just a girl from Jersey and like I'm not that good. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna
That's
realize
tough.
It's
You
so
know?
crazy to think, man, because like when I look at, I mean, the both of you really, when I look at the accomplishments that you guys have had and the belief that I have in how great you are, it's so interesting to still realize that we all have those moments where we're kind of like, this ain't really for me no more. Like, I
Bruh.
might be out sooner than I'm in. Like,
I have days where I'm doing self-tapes and I look at them and I'm thinking to myself,
what am I doing?
do I have it?
yeah.
Like, damn. Like,
Yeah.
I've been doing this too long for me not to be feeling like
I
I'm
got
killing
it.
it every time I step in. But it's being human, bro. And I think that a lot of it stems from, generational trauma.
Mm.
I don't think stepping out of, your family lineage and doing something drastically different and also having a mission for it to be something that's going to change everything about your reality. Because being in our position, it's not like just getting a good job.
No.
We get a great job, everybody in the world is going to know we got a great job.
Right.
And the things that come with that and the way that people look at you differently is something that I feel like has been a part of my journey.
Yeah.
Is I spend a lot of time thinking about how what I'm doing is affecting everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think the imposter syndrome sometimes come into that because I'm thinking to myself, like, can I handle that?
100%.
And I'm not sure how normal it is, whatever the words you want to use, for, all the things that come with what we do, like the rejection, the starving artist part of it, the figuring out how to survive and do what you love, the gatekeeping, everything. Like, I'm not sure if any of it's healthy. But at the end of the day, when you see so many people that have done it, you get that, the Tisha Campbells, the Will Smiths. It's like those are the role models that really set the stage for us to even believe that this shit is possible. Because if people told us what we needed to do, we probably wouldn't do that shit.
Yeah, man. Or
Like,
what
if
you
they
would go
told
through.
me,
If they told
yeah,
you what
that-
you would
that-
go through, you probably
I
would
probably
run.
wouldn't have done this shit.
100%.
Hell no.
You know?
What?
The crazy thing is that it's starting to happen
Still
now.
be standing there.
For real. Like, no, I'm running the other way. I've done that
Oh, thank God
too.
I did that.
I've ran back and been like, I'm not doing this, and then it like still chased me, and I can't help but to dream about this thing every
Can't run
night.
for this shit.
But now I'm starting to get imposter syndrome musically. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because this is a newer
Yeah.
thing that I'm stepping into, even though it was like the first thing that I wanted.
Yeah.
And I was listening to like Lauryn Hill,
Mm.
and she said like it was a live thing. I forgot what it was, but she was like, you know, I was out the other night, or like, and now I'm here and my voice is hoarse.
Mhm.
And this is what you're gonna get. Like, so it may not be the best, but it's a voice, you
Yeah.
know? And I was like, damn, because that's how I feel about my voice. I've been
Mhm.
yelling for so long as a kid
Yeah.
doing karate that I actually feel like I've actually messed up my
Done
vocal
some
cords.
damage?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
done some
probably.
damage.
Mhm.
And so I don't ever feel like I can get to where I hear myself being
Yeah.
without the proper training. But she makes me go, that's okay,
Absolutely.
because
is.
it's a voice, and
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
your voice is uniquely your own. And so I'm learning to talk to myself nicely musically,
Mm.
and deal with those qualms, you know, because it's just always going to be something you
Yeah.
feel like you're unworthy of.
There's a big lesson
That's a
in
fact.
that. I think anytime you're stepping into something new, that's something that comes with the human condition.
Mm-hmm.
Is when you're stepping into a new space, it's never going to feel comfortable right away.
Yeah.
It's never going to be something that you're going to enjoy practicing in front of other people doing. You know what I mean? But also, it's just as hard doing that shit in silence and solitary, Terry
Mhm.
too. Because at the end of the day, it's something new. You don't even recognize yourself when you're doing it in the mirror.
Right.
It's like, are people going to like this? Am I actually hitting this? Am
Yeah.
I actually? And all of
Yeah.
those things are normal.
Yeah.
But it's only the people that understand that get through it.
Yeah.
Because if you feel like you're the only one going through it, of course it's going to be scary.
Yeah.
That's why community is so important.
We spoke about
Mhm.
that a little bit when we had the swoon conversation about how when you look at it in some of the edits or in some of the
Right.
iterations, it gets like, is this thing good?
Is
Is it
Did
gonna
I do
make
good?
it?
It'll make you doubt yourself, bro.
No, for sure. I think that's a part of the creative process just in general, is like figuring it out. But I'm also like I've always been kind of big on just putting it out anyway, and like just not caring about what people say. Like
gotta get
I
over
want to
that,
make
yeah.
some things just for me and just put them out
Mhm.
there and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I want to jump into a couple of these
That's the truth.
questions from the chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who
we
went
got
to the
some chat
chat?
questions. What makes a script appealing to you? And conversely, when do you know a script is not for you?
What makes it appealing is if I could immediately see a movie. I can actually visualize the world
As you're reading it.
as I'm reading it. If
Yeah,
I
that's
could
how I
see the
am.
world, I could see the characters, it's a great script.
Yeah.
Because there's some writing where I'd be like,
Yeah.
this is not hitting.
Yeah.
No one would ever say this. You know what I mean? They're like,
So
or
that's
they're,
the answer.
or
It's
they're
like
being
reading
too,
Shakespeare. It's like, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
or they're being too like plotted.
Yeah.
With it's not natural, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like like you're looking into someone's life. And what makes a script feel like it's for me?
Yeah. For you and not for you.
If I could relate to the character, if I can relate, if I can feel empathy,
Yeah.
even if it's something of the character that I would never do as a person or I don't agree with.
Mhm.
If there's like an empathy to it, a little bit of fear, a little bit of fear.
I love that.
I like the challenge.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what you would say too, Rich.
Yeah.
Just like what she said. The reason why I love reading scripts so much is because, like you said, that's the only time that you get to see a movie through 100% your lens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, when I got a good script, and I read a lot of them because most of my auditions, thankful for my agents doing this, but I get the full script.
Nice.
And if I can really see the whole movie, like you said, by the end of the movie, I'm like, all right, I know for a fact if I want to do this or not.
Yeah.
And usually it excites me because I'm doing some things that I've never either done before, or I'm putting myself in someone's shoes that I'm excited to learn about, or excited to explore certain parts of myself that I haven't been able to on screen.
Mhm.
And, I appreciate that because I can tell drastically the difference between reading a book for me and reading, something that I'm not interested in. Like,
Right.
I can read scripts all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm reading something else. I'm sleeping 5 minutes.
If you can see it,
You feel me? You can
you
believe
might
it.
fuck with it.
Come
Yeah.
on. Like, you got to be able to see it. But that's a testament to good writing, too. because when the writing's bad, it takes you out of it. Like I can't even finish a script if the writing's
For
bad.
sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I get an audition, sometimes the writing's bad. I'm like, I'm changing the way I'm saying this shit.
Yeah,
For sure.
Take some
Like it or
initiative.
not.
And they'll thank you for it. They might not book you, but
But
they'll
even-
thank
but
you
even
because
then
they're gonna use it on somebody else.
But those make me nervous because I'm like, if this one scene was horrible, what the rest of this shit look
Yeah,
like?
yeah.
Oh, that's
You know
real
what I
too,
mean?
You got a
though.
big question mark on it. I got
Yeah.
another one.
Mhm.
What's the last movie you seen, or the last movie or TV show that you seen that was pretty good?
I'm watching a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit out there
I'm
now.
watching so much right now, but loved Sinners.
Yeah.
I'm late on the wagon. I'm gonna be real. I was
Yeah.
out of the country, and so I couldn't access it. And then when I got here, I don't know why it took me forever to even like watch it again. But I recently watched it and was blown the fuck away.
It was great.
I love that.
Blown away.
Yeah.
It was good.
Mainly because of like the meaning behind everything.
Yeah.
But
There was so much intention in
so
the movie.
much intention.
yeah.
It was bold.
Everything was
What
so
a bold
intentional.
movie. What a bold movie.
No,
Anyway,
that's a fact.
oof, so
You wanted
good.
to put a lot of messages in there in case that was his only shot. I'm gonna get as much of this shit.
That was a
like
bold movie. I loved that movie.
What's
And then
uh,
TV show though,
oh, it was either or.
Either
But you
or?
got a show
Okay.
too?
I can't think of it right now. But if it hits me, I'm gonna just blurt it out.
All right. Who's your who's like your favorite filmmaker? You got a favorite filmmaker or a few?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm really bad at names. I'm so
I know that
bad
feeling.
at names.
Me
I
too.
had a feeling she was gonna
I'm
say
pretty
that too.
bad.
Like I
I'm
probably do, but I
I'm
don't know.
pretty
who they
Yeah,
are.
like I'm so bad at names. Like I'm always just like, oh, he made that. And
Oh,
now I guess
shit.
he's my favorite because I've watched like 4 of those movies. You know
That's
what I mean?
how
Like
I got into it.
I
That's
am
why I'm glad
so
we got this
bad.
wall because I can look and be
Yeah,
like, oh
like,
shit.
I like this. You know, what I mean? I can just tell you what movies I like. You know what I mean?
Judd Apatow was that for me. I didn't know
Yeah.
who Judd Apatow was till Justin brought him up. And
Biggest
then
fan.
I looked and
You're
saw
like,
like
I've seen
Oh,
all
you
his
saw
movies.
all of his
That's
shit.
my favorite filmmaker too.
Yeah, I probably need to get better at that part, guys.
Man,
It's tough.
that's the part for me that makes me feel like I'm not
Like you don't
supposed to be in the
belong,
business
yeah.
because like I can't speak to the history or the lineage.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about
Verbatim?
music too.
But
and
I'm not sure
movies.
that necessarily matters. Think about how many
I don't think it
stars are in
matters, but
music.
it's tough.
Think about how many people are popping up
Yeah.
every day
I
that
can't-
don't know nothing about what
Denzel
they
said
in.
he don't watch nothing.
Come
so-
on.
I can't engage in those like movie buff or music buff
Yeah.
conversations because I'm like I didn't grow up
Yeah,
the
being
way
there.
a lot of people did. Like
Yeah.
I was really really religious and like
Yeah.
in a karate household where entertainment was not allowed.
I was watching it, but I'm like switching the subject. So who's better, Kobe or Jordan
Right,
or LeBron?
right.
Get on some basketball, some shit I can
Right,
talk
right.
about.
Right, we know that shit. We can talk
Yeah.
about that all day.
For sure. I mean, I can't even talk about that, but
What's your thoughts on AI? Not even just in the aspect of film, but just in AI.
I mean, I see the fears behind it, but I also am the type that if we don't adapt, you're going to be left behind. So I'm
sure.
adapting. I'm going to learn how to make that shit make me money
For sure.
and figure it out because
Yeah.
I'm just adaptable. So.
Does it scare you at all?
I can see why it can be. It doesn't scare me.
Have you seen The Matrix?
I love The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Do
movie.
you understand it?
We're in it.
Yeah. I'm just making sure you do.
No.
Been Rich's biggest fear since he watched it a week ago.
You just watched it for the first time?
No, I watched it the first time as an adult again. Fuck you up as an adult. When you was a kid, you like, this movie is so
So
cool.
cool.
Now you watch it, you like, oh shit.
You're like,
Yeah.
How was it? That's me in the movie.
I missed all.
How did they get me
Yeah.
in here?
Is that me in that tube laying there with that core coming out of me?
We got a continuous question that we keep asking on here. When it comes to this whole journey of being a creative and being an artist and pursuing your dreams, for you, what's like the hardest part for you?
Pursuing the dream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pursuing the dream. Just kidding.
All of it. That's gonna be everybody answers Byron. Everything, bro.
My answer is always all of it.
I'm like, the hardest thing about
Yeah.
pursuing the dream is to actually pursue the dream, bro.
It takes so much from you.
Yeah,
Man.
there's a lot to it. I think it's also balancing that, it's not a destination.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people, because they make it this pedestal of a destination or a climactic point,
I have to get to this thing in
Making
order for
it.
me to be the person.
It's
Right.
the whole terminology
then
in
you're gonna
itself.
but you're gonna
Yeah,
like
making
fuck up
it.
your psyche that way, which is why a lot of people end up depressed, committing suicide or all these things because they make it a point. And to me, it's ever evolving. So that keeping that balance. But yeah, starting like you said, no one in our family has done this. I ain't got nobody to look up to. You know what I mean? There's no way that was paved.
I don't even think I have first generation money in my family anymore.
Right,
I don't even know anybody has.
Yeah, like
that can just do what they want.
Yeah, my older sister was, I think, first college. I was second collage.
Yeah.
Legally, at least. Yeah, I don't know nobody can do what they want legally.
So it's like just stepping out to an abyss of darkness.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that it's not like school where you have, this is this semester, this is what you're going to learn. Then you take this test and then you can move on. And then you take this test and you can move on. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's like a level of, because sometimes I think this, like me and one of my friends that I grew up with were always like, is it even real? Like, is the thing actually attainable on the other side? Like, do you think we can get into this success, or is it gate kept in a way to where it's like a specific group of people who get to actually obtain it?
So I always find myself going back to when I was a kid and like being in my bed at night and like just looking up at the ceiling and dreaming of a life that I wanted, or whatever, just imagining it, and it always felt like this far away window, just far, and like, how do I get there? And like, is it real?
Yeah.
But that question now, it's so tangible. Like I'm like in it, like
experiencing some of the wins,
experiencing it, like I'm here. This is everything the little girl in me dreamed of.
Said that she wanted to do.
You know what I mean? I'm living it. But I'm not at the biggest scale that I want yet. But again, that's ever evolving. I think that it's just like
it's not a destination.
It's not a destination.
Like you
just
said.
keep doing
what would
it.
you do if you had it all right off the bat anyway? You're going to want something else.
Right.
You're going to want something else.
But you ain't got no room to grow.
Yeah.
That's why they talk about enjoying the journey, because if you don't, it's like what you said, you're going to be burnt out, you're going to be depressed, you're going to be feeling like you're missing the ball, you're going to be feeling like you're coming up short all the time. It's like if you're actually pursuing the dream, you're winning.
Yeah, my dad always says content, but never complacent.
Yeah,
sure.
Always go for more. So that's like a model I hold myself.
I think I think that's key. Like the journey is the thing. Staying on that, staying positive through that. When it comes to those moments where in this business we experience some incredible highs, and then you adversely experience some credible lows. How do you find balance in there? How do you handle those lows? Like, how do you get back to you?
This entrepreneur that I've met who has been a crucial part in Swoon, he's the guy who owned Classic Cat and all that. He told me one day, to never take like the big wins or the big lows with impact. Like you take a big win, just kind of be like, cool. You have a big loss, cool. React to them both the same. And that's how and he was like, that's how you'll find yourself being able to like get to the level that you want.
I love that.
Yeah. So, and that's hard to do. He said it's hard to do. He's telling us not to be.
Yes.
He's like, don't be a robot. Obviously, if you celebrate, feel the pain, be human in it.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of being human. But it's just a mentality. It's
understanding
like,
that
understanding, yeah, just as
we're
good.
We're all human. At the end of the day, you can only do so much.
And you know what? We're not in control of a lot of it.
Exactly.
Only react to the things that you can control. If I fucked something up, then that's on you. That's on me. But if it's just life, happening, I just got to take it on the chin. If it's a win, I'm taking it on the chin. I'm going to take them all on. Just be like, cool. Like, I'm here. I'm alive still. I can do it again tomorrow.
You're right. As long as you got another shot, you good. Good. That brings me to something that I feel like is a good segue to a question I wanted to ask. Do you feel like purpose is manufactured or God-given?
I feel like it is God-given.
Yeah.
I feel like purpose is God-given, and then it's sometimes can be manufactured to make you realize it, or you may not know until something's manufacturedly happening, and then you realize, oh shit, this was part of the story the whole time, I think God uses manufacturing to help obtain it.
That's a great answer. Yeah.
Like if you could suggest for somebody that's a creative, somebody that's an artist, like what type of habits or traits that you should have in order to do this, what would you say those are?
Okay. Consistency is the first thing. You got to be so detached from an outcome that it never affects your consistency. You have to not be afraid of making yourself look like a fool. Not care about no one's opinions. Do I look pretty? Do I look ugly in this moment? Like, get rid of all of that. And you can't be afraid of putting yourself out there, like showing, you got to show it. That was the other thing I was going to say earlier. It was like, you have to show it. You have to show it to someone, to people. And we live in an age where you have access to millions of people by one post, show it to people, and don't let the noise be something that will tell you should keep going or not. Because Adam Sandler was told that he sucked. He shouldn't be an actor.
Easily could have not been, just from somebody telling him that.
Right, you know what I mean? And he didn't live in a social media age. So imagine now you can post something and there's a lot of people who could be like, you suck. This is horrible.
People
you know what I mean? A
don't
million people.
Don't even know nothing about you. Your first time going viral.
First
now
time. And people saying you're trash. You know what I mean? Cool. I'm trash to you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you got to like it. You got to love it. And remember that tomorrow you're going to be better anyway.
Exactly.
So just fucking keep going. Just don't give a fuck about nothing, no one. Be consistent and have that tough skin.
That's the price of entry, y'all.
If you love yourself and the people around you love you, that's all you really got to care about.
Yeah. I like that point of being able and not being afraid to, look like a fool or be embarrassed. Man, that's just all opinion and, self-conscious thoughts, y'all. Like, at some point, everybody looks silly doing something.
Right.
All of your favorites, whoever, when they first started doing whatever they was doing, they looked just like everybody else when they started it.
Shit, there's a lot of shit out there on the internet that I look at, I'm like, ugh, I did that. You know what I mean?
Same.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cringe moments, but you can't.
What's that balance like, to be somebody who's shared so much on social media? And because, in my opinion, you've seen some of the heights of what social media could do. I know you've been all over the world. People have recognized you, so you've got that positivity from it. But you've also been somebody who I've seen and who I've known that I'm like, ooh, there were times where I'm like, ooh, you shared a lot with the world. How has that played out for you, and how is that something you're still like doing more of? Have you learned anything from that experience, or like what's that been like?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. But basically the advice I just gave you was to myself. You know what I
mean? Ain't that crazy how that should be working?
But I'll say this too, right? Only put there's a balance between putting yourself out there to what's comfortable to you, and then also not letting that be something that stops you from putting yourself out there. So to answer that question, I have learned from me personally, because your comfort level is different for everyone. Your comfort level versus your comfort level is very different.
And it changes over time.
Over time. And at that time, I was really cool with it. But I learned that I don't think that that's healthy for me anymore. So certain things, if I were to add to that list of like, things that you need to do something like this, learn what you need for yourself that needs to just stay for yourself.
It's just for you. Yeah.
And I've learned what some of those things are. So no, I don't move in the same openness that I have in the past. I struggled with that because my big thing was that no matter how open I am, it's not for me. It's a lesson for somebody else and what they're going through.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just all here to aid someone else,
Yeah.
So I battle with that because if I don't share it, am I stopping someone else's growth?
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
also know that I'm a people pleaser and I like to be everyone's hero. And that's not
Yeah.
the healthiest thing for me.
For
So
sure.
it
Yeah.
doesn't come from a place of that. It comes from like, I want to save people.
Some people got to
Yeah.
figure their own shit out.
Yeah,
Right.
you gotta be
And
your
not up
own
for you to
hero.
say
You gotta
that.
be a hero for you
Right,
first.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't really live that way anymore. I went into a depression. And I don't think I've verbally said that out loud
Yeah.
until just now. But yeah, that's I would just learn what you need to keep yourself healthy. And for me, is certain things need to stay private. So yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of us go through, especially being creatives, is like these moments of like depression or weird feelings, or like, you know, we're learning so much in real time, and like we were just saying, you know, we mix a lot with public opinion and social and interacting, and then, you know, you're spending time, and then you're losing time in real life, but putting time, you know, so much time on the socials, and then the wear and tear from all that sometimes
Mhm.
can spiral you a little bit. What would have been some of the things that have kind of like, you know, after experience some of those things, because you mentioned, you know, you kind of fell into a time, a moment of depression. How do you feel like you were able to kind of get out of that or navigate that? And
I feel like I'm just starting to come out of it, to
Yeah.
be honest. I feel like I was actually more afraid to even put myself out there.
Yeah.
Again, I had to like hide because I didn't know how I wanted to present myself to the world again, or what that looks like for me moving forward. So I just did the work, really. I had to figure out how to love myself, who am I and what that looks like. I did do some ayahuasca.
hey,
That'll
hey. I'm trying to figure some stuff out.
Yeah,
Trying to
I've
crack
had
the
my share
code.
of things I've had to test to see if it would help my
Ayahuasca, it is not an easy thing to do.
Hell
It is
no.
one of the strongest, most.
Hell no.
You want to see yourself. You want to talk to yourself and dig and. I can't even say the
And
words.
get dug in. I told Byron my story like 2 weeks ago for the first time.
You did ayahuasca too?
Man, I did
Where?
DMT.
Oh, DMT. I did that too.
Whew.
I did both. And another thing I did. I did all the things.
I don't feel
Figure some
comfortable
stuff out.
telling you the other thing, but
Yeah.
I did the other things.
Well, the thing is,
Trying to figure
I did it and I'm posting content about it soon. And
Yeah.
It's almost ready, but that changed my life. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like because of that and the year that I kind of took a hiatus, all led me to where I'm at right now, where I feel way more solid and loving of myself and understanding of like how I want to moving forward without losing my essence.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually was just taking me back to the essence.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, I
so-
love that. I mean, you know, I think, like I said already, you know, there's so many of us who kind of experience these things. For us, you know, me and Rich, we started the pod almost as therapy. You know, like the
That's what it
conversations
is, for real.
that we all kind of have all the time. You know, I wanted to start shedding some light on what those conversations look like.
Yeah.
You know, see what the response is. We'll figure out how much therapy this is in the comments when we start dropping these episodes. We
sure.
might not be
Don't-
opening up as much.
Don't look at all the comments now.
Yeah, no, I don't
Fuck
really
the
look at the
comments
comments.
sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
that's real.
What on a lighter note, who are some actresses or actors that you feel like you would want to aspire to be like, or you feel like you might be similar to, or have given you some inspiration? Who are some of those people for you?
Viola Davis. I love her.
Fire.
Yeah.
Love Viola.
She's incredible. I love the way that she is selfless with her characters.
Yeah.
She's very committed,
Vulnerable to
very
everything.
vulnerable.
Transform.
Yes. I love Regina Hall.
Mm.
Fire.
because she
Underrated.
Super underrated.
That
Underrated.
girl's incredible, and
Super
she's
incredible.
versatile, and I still think her best is even yet to come.
I
and she's
know.
We're gonna put
done
y'all in a
some
movie
great
together, but
shit.
that's gonna be
If
one
I'm
of
working
her
with her.
best. Yeah.
I've met her. She's
She
dope.
gets
She's
the
so
right
loving.
opportunities. Oh my God.
But she killed it in 9 Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
That
Oh, the new season?
Yep.
the first one.
The first one. The first.
I couldn't even
Oh,
believe.
snap. Yeah, she was in the first
You
one.
know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And
That's
then you see her like in Scary Movie. You're like, what?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah, yeah.
same
How are you
person?
doing both
I don't
these
know if she
roles?
speaks bitch,
Talented.
but bitch, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, damn, you know, like I aspire to be versatile.
Yeah.
I want my portfolio to go. That was her.
Yeah.
That was her too.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like I want to do it all, and then you have the music side. Like that's her. You know what I mean? You know, like I want it
same
to
her.
just all kind of like fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be put in a box, and I really do feel that God created me to be so adaptable and so empathetic and so transformative. Like I sometimes question like, who am I? Like, what am I supposed to be? Because I feel like I'm so many of these
Yeah.
things
For sure.
that I feel like it's a disservice to just choose one. So acting allows me to be all of them.
Yeah.
Music allows me to serve myself because it's my outlet.
Yeah.
You know, it's how I feed the little girl in me.
Yeah.
You know, that was
I
her
love
first
that.
love. You
Yeah.
know,
What about like leading man? If you had to work across some sort of leading man, who would you pick? Who would you want to work with?
I don't know.
Leading woman then.
It's so crazy. No, it's so crazy because like you got like these questions. I'm like, I don't think I've ever.
Sudden
I always
really.
just be like, I can't wait to work with him one day. I can't wait to work with him. I don't have
Yeah.
like an epitome. Like it would be a
Yeah.
dream. You know what I mean? But like,
Any one of them. At this
Well,
point.
she in it now. I think that it evolves. I think
Anybody.
when you first start out, you got your, you think that that's
Yeah.
what you want, and then you realize
Right.
I just want to work.
I just
you know
wanna
what I'm saying?
work,
With
yeah,
all
like-
of them, I would love to work with
I
all
just
the great
wanna-
ones.
Yeah, I'm like, let me look back here and see, like, you know, who do I want to work with? Love to work with him one day.
Because of Selena, would you want to do a movie with J-Lo?
It would be fun just to say I've done that, but
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
like I have to work with J-Lo
Yeah.
thing. You know, that's not in my head.
All I have is I have to work.
I have to work.
Yeah, we know that
I
much.
have to
We
work.
just
I
have
have
to
to
work.
work.
Let's worry
Yeah,
about
I
that
have
shit
to work.
first.
I just
have to
have
be
to
with
work,
some-
man. I was watching Happy Gilmore the other day because it just came out.
You watched the new one?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
spoil it, 'cause I gotta watch that.
No,
shit
but I was just
still.
like, I can't wait to work with Adam Sandler one day
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like that would be crazy.
I've
you
met
know?
Adam, man. He's dope.
Yeah,
So
but like
fire.
I don't know if I have an epitome
Yeah.
to this. you
That's
know?
good though.
I don't
I
know
mean,
if
you're a
I-
real star. You shouldn't be putting nobody else on a pedestal.
On a pedestal. I don't know.
Man, you got anything else, Rich? What's up?
I guess if I could ask Cass one more question, you're my dog, so I feel like I just be wanting to ask you so much because you're so interesting, and I love how your journey has been because I've been able to see parts of it now. I didn't know you only moved out here in 2016, which is even doper to see your ascension happening the way that it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, like
Coming up on year 10.
yeah, you know, like I'm at year 11 now, and it's hard for me to even believe. But I would say in this 9-10 year span, if you could go back and talk to Cass when she first moved to LA before she came and didn't know nothing, what would Cass today tell her that would change, you feel like, a lot of the things that have been the toughest about this for you?
Man. It's so crazy because like 9 years isn't that much of a long time, but it is a long time.
Yeah.
And so much has changed. So much has fucking changed. I would just tell her you were right.
Mm.
You were right. She's what keeps me going right now.
Man.
I think she went through the toughest part, which was choosing this life, coming out here, being homeless, figuring out all of it, and then being that vulnerable, being that open on social media, like getting to this point. Just she was right, and keep going. All the advice I gave earlier already is the
Yeah.
same shit I would say to her because she did that unknowingly, and it's the
Mhm.
reason why I'm going to continue doing it. You know?
Yeah, no, I love that. I'd also add in like just cut through.
Persistence.
Just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look back at this journey, and I think about like the hesitation moments, I'm like,
For
why is
what?
there ever any
For
hesitation
what?
about anything?
Like, come on.
Every moment I get that I decide like something major, there's like a bit of hesitation to it. For one, God has always provided
Every time.
100% of the
Every
time.
time.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. In the still smidget of like, is it gonna, should I? It's like, bruh, get over
You
that.
hurting
Like, I just
yourself,
wanna
bro. Like, get the
just
fuck out
cut
the way.
through it.
Move
Like,
around, bro.
I see some of those
Loosen
people.
up.
Damn.
Like, I see some people in this, well, I don't know. Some people that I've seen are like not as talented, but with the fullest of confidence,
Right.
or like make terrible things, but like 4 of them are out.
Right.
It's like, bruh, the courage.
I think
out
about
here.
that all the time,
Me
bro. I was
too.
driving yesterday and I was like thinking to myself, bro, there's
Me
been
too.
so much stuff that's out there that we collectively as people say are bad. Like all kinds of shit. Music, products, it don't matter what it is. And I'm like, every one of them ones that we talked about, somebody just said, fuck it, I'm gonna make this.
Uh-huh.
And we're talking about them because of it now.
And here's the funny
Says
thing.
a lot.
Here's the funny thing. There's still an audience that goes,
And
I
they got
love
an
this shit.
audience
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
love it.
That's
that's
what
a
I'm,
fact.
you
That's
know
the
what I
only reason
mean?
we
So
talking about it.
that's what I'm saying. So
Content
it's like,
has proven that for
content
us.
has proven
Like,
it. It's like, I don't give a, like, we can't care so much about it being trash or, you know, it's not
Yeah.
perfect. It's just like, who gives a fuck? You love it and you're happy with it, put it out. Even if
Yeah.
you're not fully happy with it, go make another one and make
Yeah.
it better and still put it
Yeah.
out.
Put it
You know
out.
what I mean?
Yeah.
because
Like,
that
just
experience is crucial.
100%.
Like you know, what I love about that time that we were in content like that was the practice of it, the repetition of it, the being able to do it every day.
Yeah.
You know, although the level of it went up and down, but also I've never put out anything has
That's
0
weak.
views on
Yeah,
it.
that
Right.
just
You know what I'm saying? So,
nobody
like,
fucked with.
Right.
Everybody, like, you put it out in the algorithm or the ethos or whatever,
Yeah.
is gonna do with it what it will. Some of the stuff I've put out that I was like, this is weak, did
Went
better.
crazy.
Yeah.
And then stuff I was like, this is gonna kill, radio silent. It's
'Cause
like,
yeah.
I
what?
should never even think that no more
Yeah,
because
it's
I'll be
like,
like, man, the
what?
expectations be what be
Yeah.
really
Because in my
on the
head,
inside affecting you.
I'm just like, bro, like, I didn't choose this.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't choose to love what I love. I didn't choose to do what I do. Like this was created. It was
That's
just,
deep.
You said it was God given.
it was
That's
God
deep.
given to me. So I just know I can't live without it. Because if I were to do anything else, I would be miserable.
Oh, for
Miserable.
sure.
Extremely miserable. So I don't give a fuck if you like it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm doing this
I
shit
needed
for
this for
me.
me.
Because I'm going to die if I
needed
don't.
this.
Do you
Yeah,
understand?
I'm gonna die if I
I'm
don't.
going
This
to
is life
Do
or
you
death.
understand what I'm saying? Like I don't. It's like if I am alive, I didn't even choose to be alive for one.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
real.
I'm saying?
You're a miracle. It's a miracle we're
It's
all
a miracle.
here in the
I'm
first
right
place.
here. So it's like, okay, so if I'm just on this earth and this is what God gave me to do, this is the skills that I have, like, and and it makes me miserable if I don't, I'm gonna just do it. So I could be happy with the life I didn't even choose. And then 2, I just want to take care of my family too. Like, so if I could get paid
Facts.
doing it, cool. That's all I care about is my people's good. Am
Yeah.
I good? Can I continue doing what I love? Good. You like it? No? I don't
Cool.
give a fuck.
Yeah.
You like it? Cool. I'm glad. I hope this inspires you.
For
You know
sure,
what I mean?
for
Like,
sure.
it's just like,
Because I'm also like 80% doing it for my family, for the lineage.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah,
really
you doing
only
it for y'all.
Yeah, I'm only really
Yeah.
20% doing it for me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and
like,
if that's some type of a reflection of what you
Yeah.
could potentially do, that's even better.
better.
And
Yeah.
that's why I
Icing
feel
on the
like God
cake.
gave me that purpose, but that's cool. And if you miss the boat and it goes over your head, that's on you, shorty. That's
Hopefully
on
you
you.
catch the next one. And it
That's
wasn't meant
on
to be
you.
on my boat. It's cool.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you for watching.
that's it. That's
I'm glad
all I
you
could
checked
leave
it
y'all
out.
with. Right. You know
Still
what I
got the
mean?
view.
You got any closing thoughts before we wrap it out, Rich?
Man, just anybody out there, man. It's tough as it is just being human. I think that a lot of the growth, I think, and maturity that I see in my peers and myself comes from accepting the fact that we're all human and we're gonna deal with human shit. And there's something in that I think shifts when you understand that you gotta appreciate the life that you have
Yeah.
and the gifts that God gave you because He gave them to you.
For sure.
like we didn't choose these gifts. I didn't choose to look like this, although grateful for how it came out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it. But I didn't choose any of these things. And if I could give anybody anything out there to chew on, it's chew on the fact that you could be somebody else, but you're not, and you're never going to be. So appreciate the life you have and grab it with two hands, because at the end of the day, it's the one you stuck with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And God gave this to you for a reason, and there's a purpose behind all of us. I don't care who you are.
Word.
I don't care who you are. You don't need an audience to be successful.
Right.
You just got to be you.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I love these conversations. Like we always say, we're going to have a lot of people on. We got a lot of friends, writers, producers, directors, actors, editors, people behind the scenes, executives. So we're going to bring a lot of people on this show to have discussions just like this, where, you know, we get a little, we dig deep into the conversation of being an artist. We like to talk about some of the things the industry won't tell you, and we pour it all out here.
Man,
Any
right
day
on the
now.
table. Any day.
So you know why we named it Any Day Now?
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah, so Any Day Now is the series, the mockumentary series.
Right,
It's the state of our lives, Cass.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
fucking day now.
Any day now is that emotion that we feel every day, that any day now it's gonna happen. So, you know, that's the energy we have on this
Any
show.
day now. And you know that statement will never change,
It would never
Come
change.
on.
because it's like,
No amount of success is gonna even
right,
change
because then
that.
you'll be like, all right, now I need that. Any
Yeah.
day now.
Any day now.
I was
It's gonna
trying to get
happen
to
any
2
day
million,
now.
got to 2 million, need 7 million.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, they've
can't
got
wait till we get
they've
them
got a
episodes.
basketball court on the yacht? How much does that cost?
Any day now.
Any day now.
Any day
I should get that.
Exactly. So that's
Just a
the new
matter of
slogan.
time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
Well,
our show, man. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah, we
Appreciate you as
Cass,
always.
the
We'll have you again.
extraordinaire.
thank you for having
Yeah.
me, guys. Love
Yep.
you guys so much, for real. Like,
Nah,
so
we
much
love
love.
you.
Swoon,
Boom.
streaming.
Now.
Yeah, talk to the fans real quick
Yeah.
about Swoon on
Check
the
that out.
outro so they can go watch
You
that
know what I'm
tonight.
saying? Yeah. Well, which episode is coming out first? This one or that one?
I don't know.
Oh.
It don't matter.
Well, if the Swoon episode is out, definitely check it out. But most importantly, go ahead and check out that movie, because we did a phenomenal job,
Absolutely.
whether you like it or not.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We love
And if
it.
you don't like it, say you did.
We don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you watching.
Yeah, just watch it.
Regardless.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Check it out. Support.
yeah, you're just supporting the little girl in me who had this dream since she was 5 years old.
Yep.
So
Amen.
That's deep.
That's
That makes
deep.
people go watch. It's
Just
for a
support.
5-year-old girl.
just
I'm gonna go
this
watch it
for
again
the
just 'cause
5-year-old
she said
girl.
it.
It's for the-
exactly.
To support this 5-year-old girl, or she's gonna die. So watch the movie. Oh shit, we gotta watch it.
Because she was created to do
Guilt
this.
tripping people into watching the
For
movie
sure.
though.
For sure.
To save a child. All we need is your one view. No money, just one view.
Just the
People
view.
still not giving the
Look,
view.
it's-
To say, that's
You ain't
crazy.
even
We
gotta
got
pay nothing.
15 million views on this video, and we still ain't got 15 million views on
Just
Swoon.
watch
Damn,
the
y'all some
movie,
bad
yeah.
people, man.
Just watch the movie.
We gotta make an infomercial. That
I was just thinking that. I didn't want to say it out loud,
save a
but
life.
you
To
hear it.
save.
That's jokes. All right, y'all. Any Day Now pod. Tune in. Tap in.
Peace.
We out.
Bye.